Hello. Okay, I'm not sure. Could you hear me a second ago? Sometimes when I have these stupid things plugged in, you can't hear, and then sometimes you can. I just never know. How are you guys doing? Hey, China Berry Hun, how you doing today? Hey, guys. Babysitting, I hear ya. Grandkids, China Berry? Let me put this stupid thing out of the way, God. I know. Oh, and that's what, that makes it all worthwhile, doesn't it? Hey, how's the rest of you guys doing? Y'all chime in. Or hopefully, well, I don't know. I don't have anybody blocked except for a couple of young people, so if y'all are them, enjoy. But I am sitting out on my porch today. It is absolutely, yeah, I know, right? It is actually very nice here today. It's kind of a little bit, dreary now, but it's later. But it's been sunny and warm today, so, it's been a pretty good day. And I think it's supposed to get up to like 80 tomorrow. You can tell I'm in Mississippi, you know. Yeah, I knew what you meant. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe they don't want to talk. Maybe they can't. But you're in Washington, right, China Berry? Is it freezing up there right now? Yeah, yeah, that's what I thought. You guys are still getting snow, and it's hitting our rainy season here. It's fixing to get really hot and really spring here. Absolutely follows that old adage about in with the lions, out with the lambs. And it just hits a little bit earlier than what it does in a lot of places. Definitely makes me miss living in the coast, on the coast, excuse me. And yes, I'm still smoking and I'm still drinking a soda. I kind of figured I really want to get started on this more healthy eating, but I'm going to have to wait until things settle down a little bit, and I can really focus on it good. So, yeah, right now, I'm not really comfortable going in the kitchen and doing anything, so. Hi there, Casey. How are you? A light rain. That's right. Upper Washington State, right? Um, yeah, I've always heard you guys got, but it's so gorgeous there. Did you see my video, China, where it's a fantasy bucket list? That's one of the things on my bucket list. I really want to get to see all that because everything I've ever seen of it, well, with the exception of Yellowstone, is just beautiful. I'm doing good, Casey. I'm doing good. I was just telling China Berry, the weather here has just been amazing today, you know. And so, Okay. Now, see, I thought that's what you had told me before. You're like up in Twilight Country. And yeah, I definitely want to get to see that. Maybe one day. Well, no, definitely one day. I'm going to do it while I'm still here. You know, before I leave this earth. Ours here was 20 degrees. Woo. Oh, you work outside, Casey? Oh, Lord. Yeah, this would be a very rough time of year, I would think. Are you way up north too, Casey? Yeah, that's what I say. All the things that I've seen, the pictures, all the different Iowa. Okay, okay. All the different movies and everything I've seen of the Pacific Northwest is just, and Washington State in particular. I've been to Oregon, which I only went to Portland. I didn't get to see, you know, the Oregon countryside, but it was beautiful. And when I got there, I was amazed because I had no idea that Portland was the city of roses. Now, my hometown is the main hub, I guess, of the Azalea Trail. So I grew up with that, but I don't know why I never realized that they were the city of roses. It's beautiful there. Whole different breed of people too. Nice, you know, just nice people. Well, except for this one asshole at the airport. But and I've been to Iowa, and I can't even remember the name. It was, I flew into Minneapolis and we went like right across the state line. There was a big casino and everything there, and they had some big thing about it being called the City of Lakes or something, or Lake Country. Do you know where I'm talking about, Casey? I wish I could if you say the name, I'll remember it. But it's so many years ago. Thank you, China. I can always use some of that, girl. If you got to get back to them grandbabies, hey, I don't blame you a bit. Out in Oregon last September for 10 days. Beautiful weather. Yeah, I know. I mean, that's really not giving too much of a... There's a wind farm there, if that helps. My ex, bye, China. Thank you for coming in, sweetie. My ex worked maintenance on windmills, which takes way more balls than I would ever have, but he's never been scared of heights, and I think that is it. Did they? No, it was a smaller place. Shit. Surely it was. Cedar Rapids is kind of big, right? Davenport. That doesn't ring a bell either. But I mean, it was just like right over the state line, and with a big wind farm there. Clear Lake, is that a place? Clear Lake? I just really know my shit. I've only been there. You know, you'd think I'd remember, but it was years ago. It is? Okay, I'm thinking that's where it was, Casey. Because they were out there doing maintenance on all the windmills and everything, and I spent 10 days there. I was bored shitless the whole time because he was at work and I was stuck in the hotel. Okay, well, I landed in Minneapolis. He picked me up, and then we drove over there. There was a steakhouse that was just amazing. It was like 4-star steakhouse. You never would guess it from looking at it from the outside. But we went in and ate there, and oh my God, it was like butter, you know. I can't remember the name of it either. Damn. Yeah, Northwestern would make sense. Yeah. Um, Hi there, Seabreeze. There's not many of us talking. There's a few in here, but I don't know. Maybe it's some of the people that hate me and aren't. They're blocked, so they can't talk. And I don't know why they're in here, but hey, whatever floats your boat, you know. How are you doing? About the only thing good there. I hear ya. I remember we drove like half an hour to get to the Walmart. We did not go over a single hill, Casey, the whole way there. I mean, it was just completely flat. And now keep in mind, at the time, I was living in the Smoky Mountains, so to me, it was just like being on a different planet, you know, no hills, nothing. No big forested areas in that particular. Of course, we were on the highway, but, you know. Seabreeze, are you freezing or are you having a pretty day there today? By the Nebraska border. Okay. Where this was, there was, I mean, nothing. It's up here. No, not now, Seabreeze. I lived right in the foothills of the Smoky Mountains for like 15 years. But I moved back to Mississippi. Hey, Mary. North Carolina. Yeah, it is here too. I mean, it's like 60 something right now. And it's supposed to get up to like 80 this weekend. So, I mean, it's nice. I forgot what I was saying about, okay. I was talking about how flat it was there, yeah. Yeah, yeah. And I mean, I'm sure there's more to it and everything, but you know, being there while he was on a work trip and everything, I didn't get to see, you know, much. And there just wasn't much there, I don't think, to see in that particular town. Uh, how are you doing today, Mary? Well, the mechanic came and got my car. It is up at his shop. He's working on it. It's probably going to be like another day and a half or something. But then, okay, finally, some good news. Phone rings, and there's this factory, maybe 15 miles down the road here, um, that I had, you know, put in a resume and everything at here a while back. And they called me. They're like, we want you to be here, you know, by 1 o'clock to interview tomorrow. So I'm like, oh, yes. So you guys remember me in your prayers tonight, okay? Because they pay really well. And it would be freaking awesome, you know? Yeah, I think the casino, Casey, was about the only thing, you know, and we didn't even go to it. You know, I just knew it was there because he had been to it previously. Um, yeah, we were just talking about the Pacific Northwest too. Seabreeze, I don't know if you caught my video on the bucket list, you know, things that you really want to get to see or do before, you know, you die. And I had put to visit the Pacific Northwest, Washington in particular, you know. Thank you, Mary. I knew you would. But yeah, so, you know, finally, a little glimmer of light. And hey, Teresa. Well, I was just telling them that I finally had a little bit of good news today. The phone rings, and a very well-paying factory had, yeah, I'd sent them my resume, and they want me to come in for an interview tomorrow. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed, you know, because this could be a big game changer for me. Mm, yeah, yeah. You know what? I was talking to a detective friend of mine last night at work. He came in the store, and he was telling me his son went in the service and has lived in several different places, and he told me he's like, Denver. He said Denver, Colorado is where you want to go, that it's a whole other class of living there, you know, and it's so available for everybody. And I was like, no, that might be a goal right there, you know. Um, I do love the mountains, so we had tobacco fields all around us, Casey, in Tennessee. Uh, there were certain times of the year, and Christmas, oddly enough, was one of those times when something would bloom that would just make my eyes pour. I mean, it was really tough on allergies there. Yes, Oregon's right above California, Seabreeze. And then Washington State that I was just talking about is right on top of Oregon. And then right above that's Canada. So, where are you, Seabreeze? I mean, in the general area? Oh, me too, Mary. Me too. Over, did I miss them saying how much it was? Yeah, we have a couple of packs over there. They're like right at 4. Um, but for the most part, all of them are $5.99. And from what I understand, that's cheap. A friend of mine from Canada says they're over $14 a pack there. You know, that's crazy. And then also we have cigars, you know, cigarillos or whatever, and they're not expensive at all here. Chattanooga's beautiful, Casey. It is beautiful. Tennessee in general is. Memphis has some scangy areas, but that's just, I think, because it's so big, you know. Yeah, well, and more, Seabreeze. $7 is for actually, I don't think we have any regular cigarettes for that high. 6 is pretty much the norm here. And then if you go with cheaper, you can get them for $4 and $5, you know. Yeah, that's about what they are here. I mean, if you're smoking like Sobranis, you know, Russian imports, you're going to pay like that, but you kind of have to special order them and everything here. There's one tobacco store in town that sells the really premium cigarettes. Every now and then I'll get a pack of those, and then I'll like smoke one like every 3 days or something, because you got to stretch them boogers out, you know. Winnipeg, Canada. Yeah, Johnny. I mean, that's what a friend of mine was telling me. He is working in New York State, and he pays $14 a pack, and I was like, well, why don't you take, you know, several cartons with you? And even state to state, when you fly into another state like that, you're only allowed to bring in 2 cartons because of the state taxes on tobacco. And if they let you bring a whole lot more, they're going to be screwing over themselves. So the law is set up that way. I'm Marlboro too, Casey. USA Golds are not bad. We sell a lot of those. We do. We sell a lot of those. And we sell a lot of the Mavericks too, actually. But for the price you pay for something like the Mavericks or the USA Gold, you can get Marlboros because there's so many different specially marked packages and everything out right now. And I tell them when it's going to be actually cheaper to go ahead and get the Marlboros, I tell them, you know, I would prefer to have the good ones. No, where it's made, the tax stamp is, hang on, let me turn the light on so I can see, is Mississippi, of course. But I have a feeling they're probably made in Virginia. Hang on. Okay. And I'm blind as a bat, so stand here under it. It says Philip Morris, Richmond, Virginia. I don't know if that means the home office of them or if it's like the packaging plant, but that's what they say. So, Uber. Yeah, we have Senecas over there too. First, people don't know about them as much, and There's also one called Timeless, I think. And those cigarettes, man, they're dirt cheap. It's like $3, 3.50 a pack. I haven't tried them because I guess I'm scared to. I'm afraid they might be a little too harsh and I'll have wasted, the 3.50. So, and I'm cheap. Yeah. I think that might just be like the home office address and not actually the processing plant. I mean, I don't know, but I think if you pick up a pack of Marlboros in any state, it's going to say that, right? Timeless is made in Korea. Ooh, okay, I won't be buying them. Well, North Korea, South Korea, it has to be South Korea, right? My issue with that in general is I just don't think it's right to eat your pets. I just really don't. I mean, I understand that their system is different, but I don't want to do anything to support a country where they eat dogs and cats. I mean, I just don't. And that's just me. Camel smoker. Yeah, Marlboro here. Are they that bad, Casey? No. I don't want to gross myself out with it, I want to quit, but when I do pick one up, hi there, Chaos. I can give birth now. I hear ya. Push, breathe. Seneca's not as bad as Timeless, but they are bad. Okay. Well, I'm kind of looking at it like this. I've got one of those e-cigs, and I quit with those before. And then I have a couple of vapes, but they make me cough. I guess the difference in the density of the smoke. But yeah, so we're just talking about actually cigarettes of all things. I remember one time, Casey, I was 17, and a girlfriend of mine and we couldn't scrape up enough between the two of us now to get a pack of cigarettes, and she had to get one from her uncle, and they were the filterless, and oh my God, it almost killed us. Are you talking about American Spirit, Seabreeze? That one? It has the picture of the Indian on the front. Quit smoking in September. Yeah, yeah. I quit smoking, and then about probably 2 months ago, like an idiot, stress, picked one up. That's all it took. Like an idiot. That's all right, because I'm gonna quit again. So 80/20. You mean vape juice or? See, I am so uneducated on the vapes. Well, from what I understand, Seabreeze, those aren't that bad. I mean, and they're dirt cheap too. Non-filters, all I smoke. Lord Casey, I'm surprised you can breathe. Those things are tough, man. No, why would I laugh? I mean, stress gets us all. Sometimes, I mean, it just does. For a couple days. Yeah, because it's better than the alternative at the moment. But yes, I have a reprieve of a couple of days. And I'm not really free to say a whole lot about it, but yeah. My mother talked to an old friend of mine from college, and she's supposed to get in touch with me. Now, I haven't heard from her yet, but she's supposed to get in touch with me, and we can camp out on her couch, worst case scenario. So, hey, Chloe, how are you doing, hon? You're having a day about as crappy as mine, right? It's gonna get better. We gonna cut up and have fun. Yeah, I mean, were you in here when I told about the little bit of good news that I got, Teresa? My phone rings today. And there is a factory probably about 15 miles from me. And I had sent them my resume here a while back, and they called. They're like, we want to interview you tomorrow. I'm like, honey, I will be there. Now, my car's in the shop. The mechanic finally got here to get it. So I had to ask him to take me. Yeah, I guess I will. Your car ain't never going to get fixed, and you ain't never going to get out of here. How is that necessary? I don't understand. Hey, Kim. But I'm not going to let it bring me down. I'm going to do this, and hopefully everything will go well, and they'll go ahead and send me to get my drug test and everything tomorrow, and I can go ahead and start hopefully the beginning of next week or something. You know, and my car will be out of the shop here in just, you know, probably about another day and a half or something like that, and then hopefully I'll have that couch to park my ass on. So I ain't giving up. I ain't giving up yet. Well, I ain't gonna give up at all. I mean, but you know what I mean. Exactly. That's what I think too, Teresa. I could be glad about it instead of being a shithead, but whatever. I hear you, Casey. I know, right? Some of the stuff that we have all lived through, it would just really be enough to kill, you know, weaker people, I guess. I don't mean weaker as in I'm judging them. I mean, you guys know what I mean. No, I'm not, Kim. I am absolutely not. Yes, Chloe. So you guys, if y'all pray, please remember me in your prayers and ask that comes through. Because that would just, it'd be a game changer for me, you know. Okay, Teresa, thank you for coming in, hon. I appreciate it. And have fun washing them dishes. I hate washing dishes. Yes, exactly, Seabreeze. And that's it. I'll do everything I can. And the rest, I really can't. I cannot keep stressing out about stuff that I can't control. You know, all I can do is what I can do. And the rest of it, I'm going to leave up to him. And, you know. Oh, I hear you, Casey. Hell yeah. It's dark out here. Okay. I'll go in here in just a second as soon as I finish this cigarette. Let me turn on the light, be a little bit brighter. But so did you guys see where Peter Frampton won the poll? So I'll be doing him for the rock star next, and oh my gosh, considering how long his career has been, I have a feeling that's going to end up being, I mean, I try to make them as short as I can and everything, but I have a feeling I'm only going to be able to shorten his to probably 10 minutes at the very absolute least, just to get the essential information in there, you know. I'll say this, his politics certainly don't agree with mine, but, and somebody explained to me how, okay, because this makes no sense, all right? Rock music is all about being a rebel and fighting against the establishment. And I mean, this is the whole thing in a nutshell. That's where it came from. Why are all these musicians so snowed? They refuse to be a rebel and stand up for basic American beliefs. You know what I mean? I mean, it's crazy. What happened to the rock and roll rebels? I mean, I thought that was the point. It blows me away. And Peter Frampton, sadly, is one of them. You know, and they're all up on Twitter, and they're like, oh, well, here's this food company. They're friends of Donald Trump, so we automatically have to hate them. And I'm like, when did eating become partisan? Everybody eats. You know, I don't get that. It's crazy. Dishwasher about 6. Amen, Kim. And if you find one, you know, and you get tired of him, well, I ain't gonna say that, because if you get tired of him, he'd probably suck. So, but if he's got a twin brother, shoot him on my way. You're not, Chloe? I remember growing up with some of his music, and it puts me back in a happy and secure time in my life. So I like it for that reason alone, which that's kind of my whole thing anyway, is the emotional response that it elicits, you know, music. And there is no more powerful way. Smells and music, to me. They're, yeah, Chloe, they are. And it's like, how did the two go together? They don't. You don't get to industrialize rock music. That's not, you know, that's not where it came from. Yes, I love that song, Kim. You know, I mean, Elvis was a complete rebel. The Beatles too. And I mean, it just makes no sense to me. Nikki Sixx, even, from Motley Crue. Now, of all the ultimate bad boys, and he's right up in there with all this mainstream political horse shit, you know. Where did the rebels go? I don't get all that. It didn't used to be like that either, because Vietnam era, for example, you know, all of the music that was hitting the charts was all anti-establishment back then. And now they're too terrified to step forward and say, hey, everybody sucks politically. You know, I mean, they just won't do it. And the bottom line to it all is I voted for Trump, absolutely. I do like what he's accomplishing, but he's still part of the same fucking system. You know? And I don't know. They want to rebel, but only if they think it's not going to hurt their pocketbooks. There's no true rebels left anymore. Me too, Casey. Yes. Yes, I mean, my opinion too on that, but of course I'm not going to go into that. I have a lot of people that come in and chat that are exact opposite, and that's cool, you know, as long as it's your true opinion. If you're following it just because it's safe, that's bullshit. You know, I don't get that. How do you change your mind on something and not go with your gut just because it's safe? Especially when it comes to something like rock and roll musicians. I love Ted Nugent. Now, that's the perfect example, Kim. This man there is no one more politically incorrect than Ted Nugent, and he doesn't care. That is a rock star. That is a rock star. That is the whole point, you know? They do, Casey, they do. I know, Chloe, and that's the detective that I was talking to yesterday was trying to tell me he's a Democrat. Now, this is one of the few Democrats I know that actually knows what he's talking about. So talking to him about this stuff is a joy. But at the same time, he is so snowed by mainstream media and other things that are being said with absolutely no basis in fact, you know. I don't think he's perfect. Yeah, I think his hair looks stupid. So what? I also think he is the president. It's not going to hurt for us to respect him. And why would you respect him or disrespect him and respect someone like Hillary, who... Now, let's look at who her heroes are. Okay, Margaret Sanger. Margaret Sanger was a huge proponent for stomping out the black race. How is that someone to idolize? Barry Goldwater. I mean, anybody can look at her history, and it just, the thought that she ever even had a shot at the White House scares the hell out of me. You know, I disagree, Casey. These days, honestly, how else are we going to know for sure what's going on if we can't weigh all sides? Now, the media is not letting him, share his side. Of course, I don't think either one of them is 100%. I think the truth is somewhere in the middle. But if I don't even have that option, you know, now that's my opinion. I thank God that he does let us all know where he's, standing. It really is, Chloe. It truly is. Yes, and let Congress do the job. Absolutely. I'm anti-government. I'm absolutely anti-government, anti-establishment. I don't think these people have or should have the so-called right to come in and tell us what we should and shouldn't think, what we should and shouldn't believe. But now, by that same token, I am also anti-organized religion, because you don't get to force other people to conform to what you want or think is best. They should be able to decide for themselves. That's the thing. All these people out there, they're just going along with it because it's safe, and they're not thinking. If, bring me a good, legitimate, thought out point. Hell yeah, I love to talk about it. But bring me a bunch of bullshit that you can't prove and haven't seen a study, haven't even read the other side. I'm not going to waste my time. What was that? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? I think so too, Chloe. I do. I think social media really jumped up back during the election, and we stood up together and said no more. No, we're not arguing. We're discussing, and that's cool. You did hear it, Kim? Okay. Yes, Chloe, it is. Yes, that's what. Hey, fat boy, baby. Wait a minute. Can you see that? It's dark out here. Hello, you. I do too. As long as it's an actual debate and people don't get butt hurt over it and take it somewhere where it doesn't need to go. Stick with the facts, talk about it, have an open mind. I'm not going to say nobody's ever been able to change my mind. They absolutely have. I'm stubborn. It might take them a little while, but I'm open to it, but I'm not going to debate with somebody that's not the same way and isn't open to. Yeah, you piss off that boy. Yeah, do it. I hear you, Kim. That's a rebel. That's a rebel. That's a rock star right there. My cigarette went out. Damn it. Love you too, fat boy. Social media, I feel, is a problem. You won't hear many 28-year dudes say that, but it's getting so stupidly political on social media. I want to delete my social media. But Casey, there again, that's exactly what I'm saying. So many people are so closed off to any kind of an actual debate and discussion on it, and they, for example, Stephen King. He, whenever the train wreck happened and we had people die, he said it was karma because they were Republicans, so therefore that made it funny. The fact that they're human beings and Americans on top of that, it didn't matter, because these Americans that are working to change the world, he didn't agree with them, so yay that they died, No. Laughter does, absolutely. Hey, Carolina. We've been talking cigarettes, and we've been talking the Pacific Northwest, and right now we're on politics. But we'll probably move on from that, too. Yes, Kim. And then, okay, you've got the big social media giants like Mark Zuckerberg, You've got Google, Facebook, Twitter, all these. They want to completely censor one side and yet allow the other side, trying to influence the future on everybody. Eventually 20 years from now, if we keep saying this, they're not going to know any better. And the sad fact of it is, so many are so brain dead that they just, it's like they're absorbing it and they don't stop and think. That Obama picture, honestly, I appreciate the creativity of it. I appreciate art for art. He certainly wouldn't have been my choice for model, you know. I wouldn't choose him for anything, but still, the artist deserves a certain amount of credit, in my opinion. But that's a skilled art form. It's not like that crazy woman that shoves yarn up in her vagina, holds it up in there for 6 months, and then goes and knits a sweater publicly in a freaking art exhibit. And this is art? No, this isn't art. This is a disgusting bitch that needs hygiene lessons. That's not art. Why is it that art has to be disgusting? You know, I don't think Botticelli had to go and piss on crosses to make the masterpieces that he made. It makes no sense these days. And is the economy good? I saw you. Yeah. I sure wouldn't know, Chloe. Actually, there's quite a few people from North Carolina that come in and chat. A marine town? Hell yeah. I'm gonna smoke another one, y'all. I know I said I wasn't, but I am. That's right. Carolina's from North Carolina. Duh me. I don't know why. I guess I'm so used to calling you Carolina that I guess I thought it was your name or something. Yeah, I think I'm gonna, like, set my sights maybe on Denver. Maybe. As of right now, that's gonna be kind of a distant goal to get me through the here and now, you know what I mean? Tanya, okay, I knew that. I hear you, Casey. Well, that actually, someone that I know that's biracial made the point today that separating it, and I've said this before too, separating history into white and black, that's so ridiculous. Why can't it just be American history? Put it all together. I understand black history has not been represented as well, but you still don't have to separate it these days. Put it all in there together. Discuss great Americans, not great white Americans or great black Americans, just flat out, great Americans. Covered up. Really, Kim? I hadn't heard anything about that. I'll have to look that up. In this particular climate, I guess I can understand that, especially after John and Tony Podesta's art collection came out. I understand those expressions. I think a lot of times they were trying to express evil. What I don't understand is why two brothers in particular felt that they needed to collect all these different pieces, and all of them, bent in that direction. I mean, do they have no other art that's normal art? No, and that tells a story, Hey, Melvin, my love. +2. I'm sitting out on the front porch. It's like 63 or something like that here right now, Melvin. So, Lord have mercy. Canada's beautiful, but I want to see it, but I want to see it in the summer. The same way I want to see Alaska so bad, but I want to see it in the summer. And I think their summers are probably like our winters. You know, the religious people back in the day covered up a. Yeah, Kim. Yeah, and then they just flat refused expression to a lot of them and put them down in the basement of the Vatican. And you know, there were spiritual beliefs before that particular uh, Catholicism existed. There were spiritual beliefs before Jewish existed. I mean, you know, and they completely, not only that, but they take what was revered as gods back in that time, and today they twist them into demons because they don't understand it. And so, of course, if you don't understand it, it must be wrong. If you can't control somebody with it, well, it must be wrong. I, it blows me away. Yes, Casey, exactly. Yes, what? Who said I need a passport? I don't think you need a passport to go to Canada, do you, Melvin? I think all you have to have is your driver's license, right? Yeah, Chloe, I mean, but I also think, okay, you don't put it out there and force people to look at it, you know, but there is a lot of beauty in the human body. It just depends. Are you looking at it through perverted eyes, or are you looking at it through natural eyes? I mean, anything can be twisted. Now, I don't want some fat slob, you know, shoving his thing in my face, that's for sure. But I have the option not to look at that and not to buy that, you know? I mean, when it comes to art now. You do, Casey? Okay, okay. Okay, I did not know that. I know at one point all you had to have was your driver's license, but that was quite a few years back, so it's my forte. Well, good, Kim. We need to collaborate on some stuff because I would love to do a big history lesson on it, you know? History is one of my things. Going to run over the road trucking, they wanted me to. Okay, Casey. Yeah, see, I'm old. It didn't used to be like that. But it makes sense these days, yeah. Yes, Kim, yes. How awesome would it have been to get to see Istanbul back when it was, what was it, Constantinople? Oh man, that place, it has existed since the earliest of history, you know? I mean, I would love to get to go visit there. Got a little light in. Yeah, I'm smoking, Melvin. I'm going to go in just as soon as I finish this. I promise I will. And there's lights in there, so I'm sitting out on the porch. No, it is. It is, Chloe. It is very subjective. Very subjective. Uh, well, good, Seabreeze. Oh, really? I went to Gatlinburg. And all the history lessons that I had the whole time I was growing up didn't teach me as much as 1 week in Gatlinburg did. Those people really know their stuff. I loved it. Loved it. Yes, Kim. Yes. I think actually I've got some pictures of it. I was going to put it in a video, but I have never made that video yet. Well, as far as like spirit and brain and everything, Casey, yeah. But sadly, these days, people don't really look at that anymore. Yeah, Melvin. Well, now, you're on the western side of Canada, right? So you're like 3 hours behind me. So yeah, it's already dark here. It just got dark though, just since I've been on this stream, and I've not been on it an hour yet. You know, they won't let you metal detecting in Gettysburg. Because, I mean, how awesome would that be? But it was just like 10 years ago when they found another body that had laid out in the woods all those years, and it was just a skeleton left, and it was like several, a little bit under dirt after being out there for that long, but it laid there all those years, and they're still finding them, you know, and this was all the way back from the Civil War. Okay, yes, Kim, we'll do a particular stream about it, and we'll panel. I would love that. I'm fascinated by history. 2 hours? Okay. Well, you'll be getting dark soon, Melvin. Yeah, I had gotten my ex a metal detector. Of course, he never used it, but my daughter and I used to get a kick out of every little. We found like aluminum foil, you know, and junk. A lot of those little aluminum pop tops and everything. We never found anything good, but it was fun just to go and do it. And I used to love to watch that uh, show that had the famous wrestler on it. Where is it? Not a, maybe it was American Diggers, something like that. Where he would go around to these historic homes. He would tell them, okay, if I find anything, you know, I'm gonna split it with you. Can I check your yard? Oh, it was so neat. It was so neat. You found a class ring? Hell yeah. No, that wasn't it. Well, I mean, unless that was like his wrestling name, but it seemed like this guy wrestled under just a regular old name. Uh, really big guy, dark hair. He had a show several years ago, and he had it for several years, and I was all up into that. I loved that show. And then I got started watching that Alone show. Have y'all seen that? Melvin, where they take the people up there way out on one of those islands there in Canada that's just like nothing but bears and panthers and no food, and leave them there until they break down and call for them to come and get them, and whoever's left there last wins. That first season of that, y'all, oh my God, it was awesome. Well, hell yeah, Kim. Well, I imagine so. If I lost something like that, I'd be thrilled to get it back years later, you know. And we had their graduation in Gettysburg with Abraham Lincoln giving a speech, huh? You mean like where he gave his speech there? Uh, okay, Casey, thank you for coming in, hon. Yeah, I gotta get me some dinner too. I'm not really comfortable doing a whole lot in there, but I can eat a peanut butter sandwich. Damn it. Gave you a reward? Oh, hell yeah. Well, I would too, you know. Oh, gotcha, Chloe. Gotcha. That would be the bomb. I'm serious. That would be so cool. Okay, I'm going in, Melvin. Let me just put this out. I hope that asshole stays in the back. Okay. Ooh. Got stiff. I know, Seabreeze, right? Oh, it's dark in here, too. Let me turn on the light. Hang on. What you barking about, woo-woo? What you barking about, baby? Y'all bear with me. Let me find the light. Okay. Kind of dark in here, too. All right. Now, not much brighter in here, but a little bit. Tammy, when you... yes. At Lynn's, yes, absolutely. Later. Oh, that would be neat, Seabreeze. What you growling about? It's just me. Lulu is a little French bulldog baked potato, and she thinks she's tough while she's hiding behind you barking, right? I found a couch. I just got to get my car fixed, and, you know, it's going to be all right. It'll work. Yeah, I'm going to make it work. So, it's a girl that I went to college with. So, she's my old sorority sister. Go check out him. Okay, Kim. Thank you for coming in, sweetie. I'll catch you on Twitter. You know I will. I will. I sure will. Hey, Scott. What's lyrics from the most offensive song? I'm lost. Or are you asking? You want the lyrics to the most offensive song according to each person's opinion? Let me think. Some of those rap songs out there are really, you know... Okay, let me scroll up. I don't see anything else, Scott. Just, all it says is lyrics from the most offensive song, and then scroll up. But I scrolled up, and I didn't see anything else from you. Let me see. Yeah, I don't see anything else, darling. Even further. Okay, all right, let's see. No, sweetie. There's nothing else there. I'm sorry, but you'll have to type it again. Did anybody else see it? Do y'all know what he means? Oh, Abraham Lincoln. Yeah, I don't see it. I'm sorry, sweetie. If it is a question to which one that I think is the most offensive, that chicken head song is pretty bad. You know, I mean, there's when it comes to that particular genre, there's quite a lot that I find offensive there. You give up, Seabreeze. Yeah, I'm lost too. Hopefully he's typing, so we'll know what he's talking about here in just a second. But okay, well, while he types, we'll talk about something else. Yeah, I know, me too. Or maybe, I don't know, Scott, did you type some offensive lyrics? Because if you did, I didn't see them. They didn't come through. Or they didn't offend me. In which case, you know, you'd be wrong. Yeah, that's a good song. I adore her. You know, did you guys know that she started singing Carly Simon just because she had such a bad stutter when she was growing up? The carbon tax by the provinces. 40 oh my gosh, I would be too. It doesn't sound like it's very well hidden, Melvin. If it's a carbon tax that's 40%, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. She, and you know, she was married to James Taylor, but she had an affair with Mick Jagger, and that's why he's on the newer rendition of her singing "You're So Vain," is because everybody automatically assumed that she was talking about him. So, he played it off with her and sang in the song. So, yeah. And that's just the tax part of it, Melvin. Like if it's 3, it would be 451 after the tax. That's insane. No, I'm just old and have read a lot. Yeah, time to move to this. Trudeau, I ain't even gonna get started. Okay, gas is $3 okay, see, I'm gonna translate it in my head to $3 a gallon. And $1.51 additional per gallon is a carbon tax that just happened. That's nuts. That's nuts. 40%, yeah, no. And the thing that chaps my ass about it, Melvin, where is all that money going? Because it's damn sure not going to go to help Canadians. It's going to go to help give the damn country away. Yeah. Well, no, I absolutely do. Seabreeze, thank you. Thank you very much. And it makes me feel really good to feel like somebody thinks that. You know what I mean? I don't think it myself because I see all the stupid mistakes that I make all the time. But it certainly makes me feel good. So definitely thank you. But yeah, Melvin, that's just nuts. That so-called carbon tax, Alberta and Trudeau, yeah, they're going to clean it up and they're going to give it away. They're not going to clean it up. They're just flat going to open it up for everyone to come in there and completely take advantage of the country that should belong to you. It should belong to the Canadians. I mean, if you want to do it the right way, that's one thing. But damn, bleeding hearts have got to have a limit. I'm glad Seabreeze's good. Exactly, Chloe. Exactly. And that's, I mean, if they want to do it the right way, but then too, assimilation is key. You don't get to just bring your culture over there and enforce it on this country while you're forcing it to support you at the same time. How does that work? It is on any carbon-based fuel. Yeah. That man's an idiot. He's just, if he would stop kissing his picture and looking in the mirror, and read a book or something, study a little bit of business. Trudeau is the Prime Minister of Canada, Seabreeze, and Melvin lives in Canada. And he knows that I despise Trudeau, so. Oh, but I thought coal was going out of business, Melvin. I know Hillary did everything she could to try to put coal out of business here, regardless of the effect that it was going to have on the economy. And when it comes to places like West Virginia, income from the coal mines is basically all they have. If you take that away, these people are going to starve. I mean, it makes no sense. Why do that? Why? I just don't. It's incongruent. Everything that they were trying to do is just basically trying to fuck the country over. Yeah. And I mean, I'm all for renewables, okay? Don't get me wrong. But you don't shut off an entire state and all these families that depend on that. If you are absolutely going to put them out of business, then damn it, you better have another job there for them to get. If you insist that everything move to the renewables, like the wind farms, then you better have those damn wind farms there before you shut those coal mines. You can't just let these people starve, And it's crazy that's how they saw it. And bottom line is they saw it as whatever it was going to take to pad their pockets. To hell with these other people that were going to be without. Yeah, yeah, we probably are, Melvin. And I mean, they do need to do a lot as far as our environment goes. Yes, it does need to be cleaned up. But, but, it is the Clinton legacy of having it all messed up in the first place. It was, if you guys remember back, when he was in office, all this Environmental Protection Agency, which never did shit for the environment, was draining our tax dollars. Everybody was focused on it, and all they were doing was, it was just the big business of selling out Americans. Exactly, Chloe. Exactly. I bet you they don't think he's so cute now. Yeah, well, exactly. Well, he couldn't hide it, Melvin. I don't think he could tease that hair up enough to be able to hide that. Yeah, yeah. What was the name of the, oh gosh, I want to say Watt, but that doesn't quite. Anyway, it was just huge scandal after scandal, Seabreeze. Um, and it all went down while Clinton was, of course, he was busy getting blowjobs in the Oval Office, while they're shutting down all these factories for these so-called environmental faux pas or whatever. And basically, they were doing it so that they could stick money in their own pocket. Hey, Janice, we're talking politics, girl. And actually Canadian politics at the moment. We're talking about how Justin Trudeau, yeah, mm-mm. No, he didn't, but his cigar did, Melvin. And then he turned around and gave that cigar to Yasser Arafat to smoke and giggled while he smoked it, and then afterwards went and told everybody. Clinton makes me sick. But I mean, okay, I'm sorry, but even if I were a pervert as big as he is, I still wouldn't fuck Hillary. No, 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 no. you know, yes, I'm bitchy for saying it. I don't care. I don't like her. Not at all. I think she's evil incarnate. The Clinton initiative. Yeah, he initiates sex with everything that comes near him. I've never seen a sitting president so caught up in so many sex scandals. Even Kennedy didn't have anything like that. I mean, he had, okay, Jennifer Flowers, Paula Jones, Monica Lewinsky. He was constantly undergoing some kind of an allegation because of the way he was behaving in the Oval Office. When he was the governor of Arkansas, he gave you a rose. You still have it. I did some digging into his background too, and you want to know what's the funniest thing I found was when he was a student at the University of Arkansas. He decides he's going to make this grand protest against something that was going on there. So, of course, being the Ivy League quality, which he got to later, but at that particular time he was still in University of Arkansas. He was very cerebral about this, guys. I'm going to protest. I'm going to strip butt naked, climb up in a tree for a month, and shit on the ground. And that's going to be my protest. Yes. People said that you couldn't get within 6 feet of that tree. It stunk so bad from him being up in it after no shower, shitting on the ground and everything. Shitting on the ground from the tree. Now, and he made president. How does that work? That was the year that our kids in school believed. Yes, yes, Chloe. And people wouldn't speak out on the things that were going on because they saw what happened when you did. And that's sad, you know. What gets me is that Trump hasn't done anything. Me too, Melvin. Me too. And I'm probably one of his biggest supporters, but that's one of the main things that everybody was counting on. Because he even stood up there in the debate and told her, that she was going to be in jail. He was going to get a special prosecutor, blah, blah, blah. It's time to do it. Why hasn't he? That's what I want to know. What's going on there that the rest of us aren't being told? Well, yeah. I mean, you can't take that from him, Seabreeze. He was. He definitely was. A very handsome man. But I still see him as evil. And very charismatic, very charming. Like a snake oil salesman. Just greasy. Well, Chloe, I think so to a point. But, and I mean, granted, now he has lived up to a lot of his campaign promises. He plays the long game. He's got stuff planned that the rest of us don't know about. He's brilliant when it comes to that. So I can only keep my fingers crossed and hope that he, lives up to it. I'm lost, Melvin. I forgot what I just said to George W. and George W. and Obama. So did they what? Which thing? Have a lot of scandals, you mean? I don't think they had the scandals that Bill Clinton did because nobody wants to fuck them. Ew. Really? Mm-mm. Yeah, I did too, Seabreeze. Not only that, I campaigned for him. But Obama's wife didn't do anything good, Seabreeze. And besides, that's another thing that's left over from the Clinton legacy. The First Lady is not supposed to be all up in politics and no. The First Lady is supposed to be the hostess for our country. She is supposed to spearhead charities and things of that nature. You know what I mean? She has no business trying to make policy, in my opinion. That's not her role. And I think that Melania Trump is more traditional First Lady when it comes to that. She puts the lady back in First Lady. No, our politics are not. Too many hands in the pot. Oh, don't get me started on Anthony Weiner. Don't even get me started. Why isn't he in prison? I mean, it's inexcusable that he's not in prison. Well, I mean, she may have, Seabreeze. I'm honestly not that educated on her. I felt like she discarded, well, maybe it's just because the things that they were trying to accomplish go completely against the things that I see as being, everything for me goes right back to the Constitution. These are our rights. And I think it's just so wrong when they try to screw us out of them and give them to other people. You don't get to pick and choose like that. And if you're gonna pick people that you want to help. What the hell's wrong with helping your own? Why can't you help your own people? It makes no sense. When the state of Tennessee decided that they were going to take in 440,000, I think it was, no, 44,000, yes, immigrants. I called Lamar Alexander's office and I was like, no, this is bullshit. Why should we have to support these people when we have veterans on the street without a home, starving, and we're bringing these people in, not only into our state, putting them in apartments, giving them food stamps, giving them, small business loans and everything so that they can make us their bitch? No. The man told me, he said, well, they have it rough. I said, you think the veterans living on the street that have actually fought for us don't? This was what he said to me. We're all God's children. I said, yeah, but I really don't see it that way. For one thing, they don't even believe in the same God. Not that I'm judging that. Don't misunderstand. But one God is not superior to another God. So take that out of it. Look at the fact that these are Americans that fought for us. Why in the hell are we giving their rights to someone else? It blows me away. And Michelle Obama was a big part of all that. So I have very little respect for her. Not judging you. I mean, don't take me that way at all. For our children, and okay, that actually I'm not sure about that. I'm gonna take your word for it. School lunches and stuff like that is appropriate for a first lady to tackle. So yeah, I'll have to take your word and agree with you on that. Michelle was a lawyer and had, yes, and the same as Hillary was. The same as Hillary was. You get these lawyers in there, and their husbands are the ones that are actually voted into office, but they're too busy in there with the interns and everything, and the woman is steadily doing everything she can to fuck everything up, basically, in my opinion. And I absolutely believe that Hillary is homosexual, which I'm cool with, but don't get up there and put on this big facade and try to pretend like you're something that you're not, I would have more respect for a first lady that stands up there and says, yes, I am his partner, but, I'm homosexual. Okay. Good. Maybe you'll do something for their rights. Sure. Spearhead some of their charities, but don't sit back and lie and pretend to be something that you're not. Is that right, Chloe? Lord. See, I don't know. She had pretty arms. Yeah, pretty manly. Yeah, I got to give her credit. She had her body in good shape. Yes, absolutely. Doesn't matter anymore since... Yeah, thank God. I'm glad she's gone myself. Yes, yes. And come in the country the right way, or if you're here and you're on political asylum or for just whatever reason, take steps. If you're going to sign up for our welfare programs, you have no business not taking steps to become a legal citizen. I think it should be required. You come over here, you have nothing. Okay, we're going to help you. But, what do we get out of it? At the end of the day, you need to at least be an American citizen, and I don't think that's asking too much. My opinion, but, told me that in the school. They had... Yeah, see, Melvin, I don't agree with that either. What's in your pants? Well, I'm not going to say that because I can understand. I was going to say what's in your pants should determine what bathroom you go to, but you do have a lot of transgenders that really, they're not sure which bathroom. I think there should be a special one for them. That way they don't have to go into the men's room and worry about getting their ass beat. They don't have to go in the women's room and having, women freak out. They should have their own. And that way it's not an issue. And it protects everybody, them included, Just my thought. What dyke? Dyke's derogatory, Melvin. Come on. I have a lot of friends that are gay. As a matter of fact, the the friend from college, that I'm gonna be sleeping on her couch, she is. I don't care. That doesn't change the fact that, I hadn't seen her in a lot of years, but we were really close there at one time. I didn't call her. My mother did. I don't know. You just hate. It's just really embarrassing, But Not that I know anything about that. Oh, I got you. Okay, gotcha, Melvin. Gotcha. Oh, let me get my... Oh, and I'm drinking soda. For everybody that wants to call me a wino because I drank a glass of wine, God forbid. Uh-oh, my battery's dying, y'all. Who's sorry? Am I sorry? I don't know. Probably what I do. Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I keep saying that. Well, actually, I have some of that Arizona tea in there, and I'm probably going to pour this out and get me a big glass of ice, and it's better than Coke. At least it's not got all that carbonated stuff in it and everything. So, but yeah, I keep saying I'm going to try to kick that habit, but I think once everything calms down, you are too. Okay. Coke or Pepsi, Chloe? Now, this is important. Yeah, Melvin. Well, this particular, it's Arizona tea, but it's supposed to be sweetened with honey. Now, I've never tried it, and it's green tea, too. And I've got plenty of green tea and honey, so I can always make my own. I need to read the label on it and see. Honey, you can call her anything you want to. I just, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I guess because I have friends that are, my daughter too. So, I don't usually use that word, but when it comes to Hillary, you can say any damn thing you want to. I'm going to be good with it. Unless you say she's good. If you say Hillary rocks, then no. Well, see, I think so too. I absolutely think so too. And I don't have a problem with that. It's just say it. Don't lie. I mean, that just, yeah. And I mean, so you see what I'm saying? Then, Seabreeze, there's nothing wrong with that. There's something wrong when you feel like you have to hide it and lie and pretend to be something that you're not. Especially when you're putting yourself in a position that requires the entire country to trust you, You don't get to lie about it then. Hey, Diane. These notifications are nuts. I was in Ricky's earlier and unsubscribed and subscribed back so that I could ring the bell because I wasn't getting the notifications. It would not let me ring the bell. It kept telling me 404 or something. I don't know what YouTube is doing, but they've got glitches for sure, Brought my own Coke into the restaurant when they only have it. I hear you. There you go, Chloe. Coke. Pepsi. Pepsi gives me heartburn. And I don't know why. Who, Hillary? Uma Thurman? No, hell no. She ain't good looking enough. Uma's hot. Please tell me she didn't do that. Yeah, I mean, I love Uma Thurman. If she was ever with Hillary, that just blows my whole image of her, Well, she's Buddhist, Seabreeze. I have heard some. Well, think about it. Hollywood, for one thing. I mean, what's her face named her kid Apple? Really? I mean, you're supposed to be an actress. You're supposed to be creative, and you name your kid Apple? That's just stupid. Hey, Hey, Nikki, how you doing, hun? No, you're talking about Huma. Okay, I was talking about Uma Thurman. You're talking about Huma Abedin with an H in front of it. Huma. Hey, Brunhilde. I need a mod for tomorrow. Yeah, sure. I'd be happy to. What time is it starting so that I can make absolutely sure I'm there from the start? Oh, and if I can ever get to my computer, I'm going to give you a wrench too. I just hadn't been able to get to the big one. Yeah, Chloe. That broke my heart too. And but now he is not partisan, not at all. He has backed Republicans, he's backed Democrats, it's been whoever snows him into believing their bullshit, basically. The sad thing about it is that's how industrialized the music industry has become. And like I was saying earlier, aren't they supposed to be rebels? What the hell are they doing with all this conforming shit? That's not rock and roll. 8 Eastern. Okay, that'd be 7 my time. Okay. Absolutely. Well, Brunhilde, you know I do that, girl. I try to follow like 20 different conversations at once and I end up getting them all messed up. My name is Donna, who names her kid Donna. I wanted to be a Tiffany. I'm grateful to be a Tammy, and I'll tell you why. My mother was going to name me Shamisha Rochelle, and my father said, oh, hell no, you're not, and named me after Tammy Wynette. So, I'm grateful for that. Can you imagine that? Shamisha Rochelle. No, no, no. What would you call a kid that you name that? Shimmy? Misha? I mean, I don't know. It is, Brunhilde. And that, it blows me away. Like I said, they're supposed to be rebels. Yeah, I know, Diane, right? It's crazy. Shamisha. Pfft. That sounds like a freaking killer whale, from down at SeaWorld. She's a Fruit Loop. I think she'd been around. I have 4 hippie uncles, and they used to pass the joint around the Christmas table. And I think she'd been hanging out with them a little bit too much when she came up with that name. I know, Brunhilde, right? Yeah, I love Tammy Wynette too. Can we change names? I want to be a Tammy. You can be a Donna. Both our names are very popular. We need to come up with something that not many people have for a name, Not Shamisha, though. And not Apple. Thanks for subbing. Yeah, hey, y'all, tomorrow evening, 7 Central, 8 Eastern, on Diane's channel, if you're not sub to her, sub, because she's doing a open panel discussion on eating disorders, which is very important. And it should be a really good stream because we have a lot of people commenting about it on Twitter and everything. So, no, there's nothing wrong with the name. Hey, Sassy. I mean, I don't think. As a matter of fact, there's a rock group called the Donnas. They had that song. I can't remember shit today. Anyway, they're the Donnas. They had a song. Yeah. Look, I like Roxanne. I like that. I'll be Roxanne, Donna. I'm claiming that name. You can be Gwendolyn. How about that? Yes, that's going to be cool, Diane. It sure is. Donna sounds like Dookie. It does not. And then she puts a big pile of Dookie in there. Lord. Well, there's so many different eating disorders. Oh, Lord. And so many different shades, and levels to it. And people don't realize that a lot of the things that they consider regular are actually dangerous and can lead you down a bad road, you know. I think it's pretty too. But and then too, Diane, whenever we move on a couple weeks from now, whenever I finally start with my new eating patterns and everything, I want to have one and invite a lot of these people from Twitter that have all the vegan recipes and eat clean and healthy and everything to kind of help educate people on that. Which maybe we can like collaborate and do that on yours too, as kind of like a part two, you know, if you're interested in doing that. Yeah, and there's oh man, shoot, well, there's several of them on my Twitter, and oh man, they put out some recipes. Oh my God, they look so good. Is I just cannot wait to actually be in a position where I can get started with that. I think it's just going to really make a difference on how I feel, especially with the juicing. I'm getting all up into that topic. I think so too, Brunhilde. Yes, yes. I want to eat clean, but we'll see, Chloe. That's what I'm gonna start with. Now, my oldest daughter, she's real big on that. Now, of course, she is a personal trainer. Well, she's a nurse and a personal trainer. But she eats a lot of like tilapia, and she'll buy it in those little individual, you know, you buy a big frozen bag, and then each one is individual, and she steams it in the microwave. And she'll buy a big bag of frozen vegetables with a lot of broccoli and stuff like that in it, and steam them, and she'll eat that. And it's so simple, it's so fast, and so healthy, you know. And plus I like chicken too, so I'm probably not gonna lose the chicken because I like my chicken. Well, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with eating meat, Chloe. You know, I mean, there's not. I'm just trying to. They say by the time you're my age that if you're a big red meat eater, and I have been all my life, that you're going to have at least 10 pounds of undigested red meat in your system, in your like stuck in your colon and stuff like that. And I have enough issues with heart disease and ridiculous high cholesterol, and I feel like the making a big change in my eating is really going to change a lot about how I feel, you know. I think German's a beautiful language. No, she's not. No, 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 Brunhild, nothing. No, Diane rocks. I don't know what the comment was. I didn't see it, but no, Brunhilde, Diane, she rocks. You'll love her. But see, told you she rocks. Brunhilde's pretty cool too. She tickles the shit out of me with some of the stuff she says. She's like us, you know. She's got that smart ass sense of humor. So I guess, which I think, Chloe, that's a lot of the reason why people get all up into doing the colonics and everything. I'm not sure how it's stuck, but they say it is. And it's completely undigested and stuck. At some, oh, my battery's fixing to die, y'all. At some, well, go ahead and look it up and you'll see. They can explain it a whole lot better than I can. But yeah, yeah. They really are, Brunhilde. They really are. And Melvin, I do think that's important. I think that's another part that people, that's where the Indians have it all over us. When a lot of their cooking is designed to work with your digestive system in a way that, you know, the way I was brought up preparing food just doesn't, it just doesn't. You know, it's bad for you. It's all grease and salt, and you cook everything so long and so hard that all the vitamins and everything is gone, you know. It is, Melvin. It is. I mean, it's a topic that people don't really talk about. And actually, Diane, too, it needs to be explained to everyone how, yes, it's important. If you have to take a laxative, you know, yes, but it is so easy for people to get addicted because your system will become addicted to that and you won't be able to go to the bathroom without them if you don't, you know, if you're not careful with that. I think that's, I mean, my opinion. When I click the channel, it says, yeah, I think she's just now trying to build up her channel, Seabreeze, but she's gonna have them. She's been tagged in the fantasy bucket list, so I have eaten so much meat. Okay, well that's good. That's good, Chloe. Hell yeah. I have heard a lot of people talk about the colonics and how they would have stuff go by in the tube that they knew they hadn't eaten in a month. And that is kind of scary because there's a lot of little, you know, nicks and turns and everything in them. And I guess it could happen, but yeah, I would think it would show up on x-ray. And I'll retweet it when you do, Diane. Sure will. Hey, Marie. How are you doing, hon? Hey, Rain. Is it Rain or Gary? Yeah, coffee enema. Yeah, I've heard a lot about that, too. That's supposed to help. When is my next live chat? Well, I'll be at Diane's tomorrow, Melvin. If you want to come in there for the eating one. But you know me. Hell, I usually try to jump on here for a little while every day. There are 2 fake accounts. Oh, my Lord. Even after you changed your name, Diane, they're still doing that? Ugh, these people. Yes, I love my oatmeal. I love my oatmeal. Especially you put a little peanut butter in it. Oh, man. Do not have a Twitter. I hear you. I hear you, Chloe. Well, I mean, I'm sure at some point I'll talk to you in comments or something, and I'll remind you. Diane, meet Marie. She is the one that the porch saw fit to sit over there and make comments about. I found out about those comments. Marie, those people are not worth your time. Let me tell y'all something. They want to sit over there and they want to say she's a troll and blah, blah, blah because she's taking up for her friends. Marie is nothing like a troll. Marie is pretty much bedridden. She is the right across the street neighbor of Homestead Tessie. She just has a very strong loyalty factor, and there's not a damn thing wrong with that. And they couldn't stand it because they were saying bad things about me, and she told them what pieces of shit they were, so they felt like they had to drag her, not knowing anything about her. All right, she has had such a severe stroke that she's bedridden, and they do this. I mean, they make me sick. What was during Pizzagate? I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up with everything, and I'm so mixed up. Oh, gotcha, Diane. Okay, duh. That Pizzagate. Yep, Melvin. See, that's healthy. Me, Chloe? Yes, absolutely. Yeah, Marie, don't. Ooh, walnuts. I like that idea. You see, I'm gonna try to get more nuts in. I'm gonna try to get more nuts in my body, y'all. I'm anemic, so and when I stop with the red meat, I'm gonna have to have some kind of higher protein and iron and everything. And I thought nuts would be a good way to do that. Tessie's a troll. Listen at you, Marie. Tessie ain't no troll, Lord. That woman, you know, she's picking y'all. Gummy and Dummy, that's right. I call them Tweedledee and Tweedledump. Well, I mean, they kind of earned it, Seabreeze. I mean, yeah. Oh, does that put iron in it? Okay, I didn't think about that, Rain. That makes sense, too. Good deal, Marie. I'm glad. Well, girl, I'm right here with you regardless. I don't give a shit what anybody says. They don't know you, you know. Nuts and portioned out. Yes, and I want to. I love stuff like dehydrated pineapple and dehydrated mango. You know, those are wonderful snacks. So I want to try to keep. I actually like dehydrated coconut too, but I don't like the little shreddy stuff. I like the big thick chunks of it. You know, so I want to try to keep like a healthy trail mix around for snacks and stuff. Yeah, well, I look like an idiot trying to eat them because of my teeth right now, but oh well. I'll just have to look like an idiot. They taste good, and cashews are my favorite. Oh my God, I love cashews and filberts. That's the stuff right there for me. Been back on YouTube since the end of October. Art and fart. Excuse me. Marie, don't get me started talking about farting now, girl. Lord. Trader. No, I don't, Chloe. I wish I did. No, Seabreeze, it's not. Their name on here is Shoot the Shit. And like I say, they don't know Marie. If they did, they would know better. She lost her temper because people were saying mean shit about people that she loves. And that happens, but they don't know her enough to automatically assume anything about her, you know. So, Granny, I know, Rain. And that one, bacon is what's going to kill me when it comes to, and I may break down here and there because I'm going to tell y'all, if y'all have never had Paula Deen's broccoli salad, oh my God, it is so good. And it does, oh, my battery's dying. Damn it, hang on. Let me see if I can plug this in. Okay, now, it has bacon in it. Now, it doesn't have a lot, but it does have some. Oh my God, that broccoli salad, yes. Yeah, STS. See, that's who we're talking about. It blew my mind when they told me that they were talking about Marie. I'm like, do they not know, you know, that she's bedridden and she, I mean, it blew me away. But I was like, what can you expect, you know, out of them? Farting and sharding, yeah. Hey, Sharpie, how are you? Which she? We were talking about healthy eating, but we've been talking about a little bit of everything. So you'll have to tell me exactly who you're asking about. Everything makes me fart, Melvin. I'm almost 50-year-old woman that drinks soda. Are you serious? I mean, God help the world if I sneeze. Not only am I going to honk the horn if I'm driving my car, but I'm probably going to honk elsewhere too. My life sucks. Is what it is. Whatever. 91 live. Yeah, Chloe. Is McDonald's healthy? I do think that they have some healthy choices, Sharpie. Like the salads and stuff like that. And I think that they've revamped a lot of their menu to have healthier choices. But if it was me, and I had to get something from a fast food place, I would probably pick Subway. If you have that option, because there are definitely better choices than McDonald's. But every place pretty much has something on the menu now that is a healthier choice. That's right, Melvin, and I'm smart enough to know that. That's what it is. I'll be string bean. I'm not crazy about them, Diane. Now, about the only way I like them is if you get them fresh and you steam them so that they're still crunchy. And then you can like mix them in with a salad and they're not that bad. But yeah, that's now my daughter likes it when I put herb de Provence with the lavender buds in it. She loves them when I do them like that. Of course, I mean, if you don't like it, you just don't like it. Hey there, little miss, shut the fuck up. You miss Jean the dancing machine? Yep, yep. I think, well, but here, given a choice between a salad or a Big Mac, I mean, if you have to make that choice, salad's definitely, it's more, I think, the stuff that you put on top of it. You have to make smart choices with your dressings, too. I think that's where most of the calories and everything comes in. And people get chef salads, okay, and they just drown them in like Thousand Island dressing, and I don't see the point. You're not tasting any of the vegetables. But, I mean, that's me, so Brother Bourbon tasted her fart and waste. Jean the Gong Show, yes, okay. I remember the Unknown Comic, too. Yeah, you got their attention. Yeah, you sure did. I love it. It shows you. Uh-oh, is this not? Okay. It just shows you. I mean, try to eat them all. Well, I mean, if you don't like them, then you just don't like them. There are some that I don't like. But my mother tells me if I eat them done, like beets. I'm just not, now, she loves them. She keeps telling me, try them this way, try them this way. Maybe eventually I'll find a way because I know they're so good for you. Hungry and out. Yeah, Chloe. Now, there you go. Lemon, a little black pepper, and I'm the same way on a baked potato. I love, put me some black pepper. A squirt of lemon's good. And yes, I do put a little bit of salt, but I like my salt. I'm doing one thing at a time here. I'm not ready to cut all the salt out yet. Oh, Marie, did you see Dobby the honking cat? Oh my God, that cat is so ugly that I love him. If I had that cat, I would never put, yes, and I do, Marie, I would never put that cat down. Look him up. Dobby cat. He does not meow. He beeps. And it is so freaking cute. And he's got these huge ears, Yeah, I know, Melvin. I know. Yep, lemon juice and yep, that's the way to do it, Rain. That's how I prefer it too. But Braggs and has some Braggs. Well, I don't think I've seen that one now. There's some I love, and this is a guilty pleasure, but I can't help it. There is a Greek dressing out there that has feta cheese in it. I can't think of the name right off the top of my head, but my sister uses it. I don't even want, my sister sucks, but she is a hell of a cook. She'll put tricolor noodles, chunks of cheddar, feta crumbles, pepperoni, black olives, chunks of chicken, and I think I'm missing one or two things. And she makes this pasta salad with that Greek dressing. I could eat it forever. I love it. Okay, Seabreeze, thank you, sweetie. I will see you tomorrow at dance. But I know, right, Diane? but I love it on vegetables and stuff. I mean, it's just like the perfect, seasoning. So I like the name Chloe. I like the name Zoe. Or are y'all talking about aliases on YouTube? Yeah, it's one of those things. Okay, I don't know. I mean, you meet so many people under the name, you know, uh, and then it's like you don't want to mess that up, and so I mean, but at the same time, I'm not gonna lie, I have a couple of other channels, but everybody knows it's me, and yeah, I keep meaning to build those channels up, but I seem to stay on my main one. 40, and what's my name in high school? Yeah. Oh, you're talking about aliases. Okay, gotcha. I'm not, Rain. I'm supposed to be on an antidepressant, which I just ran out of, and I need to go to the store, and a thyroid pill, levothyroxine, and I've got to go get it refilled too. The thyroid pill makes a huge difference in how my body feels. That pepper makes stuff work better. And that's another thing that Marie, actually, the Indian diet, because I work for a couple of Indians, they do the vegan, but they allow dairy products and eggs and things like that. And I like that because I like my eggs. I don't think, and I like my dairy. I don't think I'll be giving those up completely. I like Bob Dylan though. Bob Dylan on a roller coaster. I guess I should have told the joke before I did that, but yeah, basically that's the gist of it. I think it is too, Diane. Yes, and I've never heard anybody ever, well, with the exception of the idiot, no nutritionist I have never heard say anything about black pepper being bad for you ever. It's like they recommend it for your seasoning because it is, good for you. Try to be careful to protect this name and keep it. Well, exactly, Chloe. Yeah, exactly. Just don't even worry about it. Just be you, do you, and haters gonna hate. It really doesn't matter what you do. Every now and then you just got to give them one of these and just, yes, Melvin, I know where they come from. Are you, so Melvin, I'm going to assume from your comment that you have some kind of an issue with chicken vaginas? Oh, yeah, chicken vaginas, Melvin. Does that bother you? You don't like chicken vaginas? I know, allergic to black pepper. Is that not the craziest? Foods to eat and avoid for thyroid. Yes, I have a Super B supplement, and then I'm taking a multivitamin, and then I'm trying ginkgo biloba supplements to see if it won't help with my memory a little bit, like they say. Melvin, do you? No, seriously, I want a yes or no answer. Do you have an issue with chicken vaginas, Melvin? And I'm going to wait. I'm not going to say nothing about nothing until I hear your answer because this is just like, I have to know this. I want to know Melvin's thought on the chicken vagina. You do not have a problem with vaginas. Okay. Not even chicken ones. Chicken vaginas, Melvin. Your chickens protest. Oh, I can't wait to see this. This is going to be good. Melvin, chickens do not have a vagina. Even female chickens, they do not have a vagina. So when you ask me if I know where they come from, I do. They come straight out of the ass. Chickens do not have but one breast, too. That's one that my ex-husband actually argued with me about. And I made him Google it, and you've never seen... He couldn't believe it. He was like, oh, my God. And I was like, I can't. I can't. So that's why I was making a big deal out of it, because I was picking on you about it. All one hole. That is why okay. I was going to mess with you about it, though. I had to. Now, Marie, I want to know more about that, because I keep hearing about how healthy that is. And, y'all, my voice. There was a couple of different particular brands recommended to me because of the mother, the vinegar mother that grows it. So I want to know more about that. You drink a cup of it a day? What all is it supposed to do for you? Because I want to try that. I always wondered who decided to try that. Oh, I know, Chloe. It tears your stomach up. I can see how that could happen, yeah. What do you mean, Melvin? You're checking calves with two fingers. Okay, spell it out to the blonde, because I don't get it. Because they have 4 stomachs, Melvin. Am I being stupid? Am I being obtuse? I don't get it. It helps with your kidney stones? Okay. Yeah, I've heard good things about it. I have. I mean, I've had quite a lot of people tell me that apple cider vinegar and it's supposed to really help with your complexion and everything. See, that's what I thought too, little miss. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, how's a finger going to help you with a cow? No, Melvin's in love with Moo the Mad Cow. I have a channel called Moo the Mad Cow, and she's a whore. Moo's a whore. To see if it's a boy calf or a girl calf. Why, does a boy calf have a hole? You're getting me all confused over here, Melvin. I lost. Oh, yeah, it's stupid stuff mostly. Mostly what I do with that channel is go in other chats and just be a cow, a whore cow. That's why Fat Boy and Melvin love me, because they got the hots from a cow. Because her milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, don't you know? And she's all going, moo, all horny and shit. Fucking whore cow. Batting her cow eyes. Butthole only on a little bull. So you're saying that if it's a girl, they don't have a butthole? I think my cow has a butthole, Melvin. Melvin said, I think your cow is a butthole, Tammy. Turkey vaginas. Pick up the tail, one hole or two. Okay, okay. Butthole only on a. Okay, gotcha. I'm being an idiot. Both got buttholes. Okay. Mevin ought to know. Mevin is the butthole expert, everybody. Yeah. Yep. Or me and Melvin get started dying, you don't never know where we're going to take it. But at the moment, he's trying to educate me on the anatomy of the reproductive parts of cows. Because apparently he's quite gifted and knowledgeable about the matter. I know, Melvin, I'm picking on you. You know I know you. They don't breastfeed no titties. Huh, Marie? Breastfeed no titties. I don't get it. Oh, I know, Melvin. I'm seriously, I'm messing with you. I know you know your shit. You just don't know about chicken vaginas. But hey, now you do. When the vet came and checked my mares to see if they were in foal, you asked him to. Oh, the babies, little miss. Oh my God, y'all! Did y'all see? For anybody that follows me on Twitter or that knows Kit Kat, she posted a picture of her soon-to-be-born grandchild. I have never seen a more clear sonogram in my life. It was freaking adorable. You could see its whole little face. Came and checked. Okay, gotcha. All you need to know. My cow died, so I don't know. There you go, Rain. He couldn't tell. Okay. Yeah, I've never seen one that clear. I mean, I thought that was just freaking awesome. See, back, of course, now my youngest is almost 20. You couldn't see anything like that. I mean, it blew me away. I was like, wow. You drink what all day, Marie? I'm sorry. Coke? Milk? Wait, you said you can't breastfeed a titty and you drink it all day? Marie, are you trying to mess with me? Them little bulls end up being steers. Thank you, Melvin. Oh my God. Melvin, if I got you started on something, I have complete respect for your authority. You ain't got to explain to me. I know you know your shit. I'm just messing with you. Oh, Bragg's. Okay, gotcha, Marie. It is. How much do you drink in a day? I mean, I would think that there would need to be a limit, right? I mean, I don't know. It might be that good for you. 2 or 3 a day. 2 or 3 cups, Marie? Me either, Chloe. I mean, I think I stay there. That's where I reside, the land of confusion. Right next to the state of oblivion. Because half that shit just right over my head. Ride your steer to the mailbox. Buy it by the case. Okay. Cleans out your digestive. So 2 or 3 cups, Marie? Does it not taste bad? I mean, can you like doctor it up with something to make it taste better? Yeah, I've heard about doing that, little miss. And I've also heard it's a good natural alternative if you have to douche. And they say douching's bad for you. But if you're going to, that using the vinegar is the way to do that. Used to the taste, I like it. Okay. Well, now, I like pickles and stuff, and pickled food stuffs, so, I probably wouldn't mind. It would probably take me a little while to get a whole cup of it down when I first start doing it. Does it really help clear your skin up good? Because if it does, that's enough of a reason for me to give it a shot. Oh, be careful, little Miss Mevin's in here. Mevin likes them nipples. For cleansing your liver, okay. Yeah, they say your livers carry so many toxins and everything. A bottle a week. Okay, Rain. That's good to know. I've always heard that douching in general can do that. That it's healthier not to use it as a toner. Okay. And see, that's what I've heard too, Chloe. That it's self cleaning, and so when you do that, that it. Okay, Diane. Okay, love you. I'll be on Twitter. You know it. Hello, Abhishek. How are you? Yeah, that's what I thought too. I've always heard that that's just really. You lost weight drinking it? Okay. Hey, Marie, are you sub to Diane? She's having a big panel tomorrow night. It'll be 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern, to talk about eating disorders and stuff like that. But you'll meet a lot of good people there. Why are you stressed, sweetie? Okay, Mevin, I know you. I will talk to you soon, my friend. Hello, Brooklyn. How are you? We're talking about apple cider vinegar for health and everything, and beauty purposes. So they're teaching me about it because I don't know a lot about it. So, oh, I'm sorry, Abhishek. How did you break your leg? Broken life. I'm sorry, darling. Trust me, I understand. What's going on? Going to be on Uber Goobers on the 15th. Okay, that's not tomorrow, but the next day. Okay. I will make sure that I'm there. I will make sure that I'm there. And vaginas. Yeah, we're talking about vaginas too, Abhishek. Okay, y'all excuse me. You have texted me and Jimmy. I haven't got it. Which one did you send it to, sweetie? Well, do you care to send me another one? Because I have not gotten it. But I will most definitely check it and respond to it. Okay, y'all excuse me for 1 second. I'm going to get me something to drink because my throat's all dry. I'll be right back. Ooh. Okay. Let's see. All right. It's the Arizona green tea with ginseng and honey. Okay, so they make it sound real healthy. Let's see. 0 fat, 0 cholesterol, 0 sodium, 6% carbs, but that's okay. 17 grams of sugar. All right. But it does have a little bit of your daily vitamin C in it. I guess even with that amount of sugar, it would still be better than the Coke, but I think probably the better option is going to be for me to just brew my own green tea, and add honey to it from there in the long run, but I'm going to give this a go, so that stuff is great. I did a video. On the apples. Okay, good, good, Brooklyn. I'm gonna check that out because we were just talking about what would be a good way to doctor it up so that the flavor, doesn't make you not drink it when it's so healthy. Always copy 75. Okay, okay, I will be looking for it, sweetie. Yeah, I'm working on that though. I'm biting off one thing at a time, and I guess my soda addiction would. I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna drink a soda tomorrow too. But instead of having another one tonight, I'm gonna give this green tea stuff a go. Now I've never tried this. Now I've heard a lot of people talk about it. Let's see. I'm not really impressed. I think I could probably make my own that would taste better. Were you planning on sleeping? Oh, well, Rain, caffeine doesn't usually bother. I'll probably be up for 4 more hours, but honestly, I can drink an espresso and go sound asleep. Caffeine doesn't have much of an effect on me. I guess because I consume so much of it, which is part of what's making me nervous about cutting back so hard on my sodas, is because I'll probably get caffeine withdrawal headaches. Yeah, mine too, Abhishek. Well, that's one of them. you know, I, I'm not addicted to Coke. I mean, I am addicted to the cigarettes, but when it comes to soda, I'm not addicted to it. But it is definitely a bad habit that I need to break, you know. Oh, Abhishek, oh, wow. That one's bad. That's bad. Yeah, you're gonna, Well, I mean, moderation, moderation. How big are your packs there? Are they 20 per? Because if you're smoking 80 cigarettes a day, you're going to not be able to breathe. Three full cups over the course of the day. Okay. Well, I'm going to start with one of Brooklyn Babe's recipes and, build my way up. But I'm glad to hear that she's got one that will help with the taste and everything. Supposed to wean off. Take it to one a day. And then, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Hey, Bob, how are you? Hey, Red Road Runner. 2 to 3 tablespoons. Now, that sounds like that may be the better option for me to start with. Because you can always take a tablespoon here and there. And even if it tastes like shit, you can manage to get that much down. Chickens don't have vaginas, Marie. I love you, Marie. Black sweet tea is an alternative, mild on caffeine. And I love hot tea. I love hot tea. Hell, I like iced tea. I like all my herbal teas. I mean, I love that stuff. I shouldn't have that much trouble weaning myself off of the soda. I just have to make myself do it. It's just such a cop out, an easy thing to do, to reach for a can and pop it and drink it. And I said they don't breastfeed. They don't. Oh, okay. I just now understood what you meant by that, Marie. Okay, I gotcha. I gotcha. Chickens have cloak, right? Cloak. Put a slice of lemon in it. Okay. Soda called. I heard about that, Chloe. Well, it may have been you that told me about that. Yeah, I need to see if I can't get them to get that for me over there at work. Um, Mm-hmm. And I'm not worrying about losing weight so much as it is losing fat and getting muscle instead. So I mean, I'm gonna have to be active with it too. Okay, Bob. Aw, thank you, Bob. It tastes ugly, but you got used to it. Well, I mean, Marie, check out Brooklyn Babe's recipe. I mean, the lemon sounds good, and I'm assuming that it's probably okay to put a little honey or something in it too. But I'm gonna check her recipe out because you can add spices and stuff like that to change the flavor of just about anything. So I guess it's time for us to get creative, and we'll start with hers. And oh, you know what, Brooklyn? After I get used to this, we ought to have like a recipe contest or a challenge or something, where we challenge each other. Okay, I need a new recipe. I tag you, and see if we can't get some good healthy recipes for it going around. Is an ass. Yes. And I hear about people cleaning off their cars with it, and that's scary. And I'm drinking this shit. Well, that would explain a lot, Rain, as far as my memory loss and stuff. You don't have pimples, Marie? Oh, from the I am so out of it today. From the good. Yeah. See, that's one of the main things that I'm hoping it can help me with because my skin really. Yeah, we should do that, Brooklyn. We should tag each other and stuff and get some good, healthy recipes out there for people that taste good. So I'm gonna start with yours, and then I'm gonna play with flavors and stuff, and then I'll do one, and then tag somebody, and they can do one, and everything. I think that'd be fun. Do not. Yes, Chloe. That's what I'm trying to do. I guess the first thing I need to do is wean myself off of so many sodas. You know, even if I do let myself have one a day to start with, I've got to limit it to that. And I've not been. Welcome back, Bob. Cilantro, and I like cilantro. I love salsa and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'll try to make sure. I actually like all kinds of different stuff on my baked potatoes too, so I can pop some cilantro on that. And you have a big herb garden too, don't you, Rain? Yeah, so I'm probably gonna. Okay, you're challenged, Rain. We're since we're gonna try to build up recipes for the apple cider vinegar. I guess we'll call it apple cider vinegar health drink challenge, where to flavor it so that it tastes good and everything. So you're tagged. Consider this your tag, so you can put us a good one out there, and then we'll have two to start with, and then you tag somebody, and you know, and mention, if you don't care, mention Brooklyn Babes recipe in yours, and then that way we can like put the links for the other recipes in each one, and it's kind of like networking too. I think it'd be cool looking into cooking some Indian. Yes, curry is very good for you. You let me know about that, Chloe. I work for an Indian lady. I can get her to, you know, give me some good recipes and everything that will be 100% authentic, and get them to you. Just let me know which one it is, which recipes it is that you think you want to start with. Whole friend. Yeah, do you want to do that challenge, Rain? Are you up for that? This is going to be fun, Brooklyn Babe. This is going to be awesome. We're all going to learn together, and we're going to get pretty together and healthy together. Find me a recipe so it does not hurt my stomach, please. Okay. we'll have to see, Chloe. Can we get some kind of a herbal infusion in there that may actually give you some kind of a barrier or some kind of comfort to your stomach while you drink it? See, that's where we need smart people like Rain that know their herbs and everything to jump, because she's the herbalist. She knows all that. So, oh, Abhishek can help too. Chloe's Indian. Tagged switch. All right. Switchell, Jefferson, and Washington. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up, Rain. I'll have to look that up. That sounds cool. Well, Abhishek, do you do any on your channel? Because I'll absolutely be over there watching it if you do. Hell yeah. I think Indian food is so much more healthy. I mean, you do want, okay, well we'll have to get a recipe that'll work for you, Chloe. I mean, you'll have to try a couple of them, but Switchel is 1 tablespoon apple cider vinegar in a cup of water, plus a teaspoon of honey or molasses and a pinch of salt. Okay, so if you had somebody, Rain, that had an ulcer and you needed to put something in there to buffer their stomach, what would you suggest to kind of, to where that they could take that too? You ever hear of the channel Here for the Tea? Yeah, I've heard of it. I've never really watched her. They used a video off my channel in theirs. Oh, yay! Hell yeah! Okay, well, I'll make sure I go watch it, girl. Hell yeah. Okay, yeah, that would be awesome, Abhishek. I would love that. Hey, Mr. Boot. And I think it was Chloe that was talking about she wanted to learn it too. So, yeah, that would be great. And curry is, but, and I think, Chloe, I think it was Paula Deen that came out with a recipe for the curried devil eggs. Now, I love Paula Deen's food. A lot of it may not be the healthiest in the world because she likes that mayonnaise and stuff. But, you might could tinker with the recipe a little bit to make it a little healthier. But I can see how deviled eggs would go really good with the curry seasoning. And Abhishek, let me ask you. I've always heard that curry seasoning is pretty much like a family recipe, and each family has a different curry, basically. So could I get you to do a recipe on that? So that people understand every curry powder is not going to be the same, that it's a mixture of different herbs. I mean, that is, or am I thinking of, is it something different, or is it the curry? Paula Deen stopped eating her own food. Did she? Well, her son, he has got some really healthy recipes. The youngest son, not Bobby, the other one, or maybe it is Bobby, the younger one. The Jamie and Bobby. Yeah, Jamie's the really, really cute one, but Bobby's the one that has the really healthy recipes under him. I think turmeric's in curry. Now, I've heard golden milk, turmeric and milk, is supposed to just work wonders for like arthritis and stuff like that. First, heal the ulcer with a change in diet and the herbs that kill the pylorrhea. Then you can drink stinging nettle and oat straw tea. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I don't know about the oat straw, but I have heard that the stinging nettle, yes. I've heard that. So, Bobby, who is not? Well, he is healthier in his cooking. Whereas it's called Not My Mama's Recipes, I think it is. And his is all about the healthy side of it. And his food is still good, you know. Actually, I'm glad this subject came up, because when I start moving towards the healthier eating, I think he would be a really good choice for that, for some of the recipes, you know. Yeah, the oldest one, Jamie, looks exactly like Paula Deen. Oh, he's gorgeous, which she's pretty. Yep. And he does a lot of the clean eating type stuff, you know. Oat straw is like dried wheatgrass from. Well, no, I mean the benefits of it. I've not. Hey, Cesar. I've not heard a lot about the benefits of it. Of course, that's what I depend on you to teach me, all this herbal stuff that I don't know. How are you doing today, Cesar? Probably living it up out there in California, damn it. Having it made. Oh, gosh. Oh, I'm looking for my e-cig, y'all. Hold on. Damn it. Hang on one second, y'all. Found it. Great for digestion and aching joints. Okay, well, I need to, Lord, I'm going to end up having to buy a fortune from you on the herbs and stuff, Rain. Try to get my health under control here. Do you grow Daemonia? And catnip. And there's another one. There's another one I wanted. 4 T's. But yeah, I was trying to find some Daemonia without having to order it on Amazon. Laughing at us out in the cold. You know it. Oh my God, you just woke up. You return to work tomorrow. Had a 10-day. Oh, well, hell, you're on vacation. Sleep when you want to. Shoot, yeah. Yep, Marie. Wheatgrass is supposed to be so good for you, Chloe. Yeah, if you guys don't know Rain, y'all are definitely going to want to sub her. She is an herbalist. She knows all about that stuff. Rain, did you get to sub to Diane? Because they're having a big eating disorder discussion and everything tomorrow. It would be awesome if you could be there. Give a little wisdom on things that will help, you know, calm people's nerves and stuff like that, so that they don't stress out about it and stuff. Three packs a day. Yep, Marie. You do, Cesar? I hear that that is just so good for you. Probably Chloe, but you know, I kind of feel like I'm gonna just have to just indulge myself before I start, I guess. I don't grow stuff that will hurt or kill. Yes, yes. You know, they have entire, the poison garden over in England is dedicated to nothing but poisonous plants. You know, all of the daturas and everything, all of the nightshades, every poisonous plant that, or rather not every poisonous plant there is, but every plant in that garden is poisonous. And what's really scary, okay, hemlock and wild carrot look almost exactly alike. And there are so many cows that die every year because people don't know that they have hemlock growing in their fields, because it always grows down by the water, and they don't know. And then this is the poison that Shakespeare talked about You know, it's a major poison, and it's growing all over the place here, and people don't know that's what it is. People don't realize that the castor plant will kill you. It's people grow it for ornamentation, which is fine as long as you know what you have there and take proper precautions. But that stuff, it will freaking kill you. Um, D, no, Diane P821. She was in here just a little bit ago, and she's got a channel, and they will be going live at 7 Eastern tomorrow. Yeah, or was it 7 Central? Anyway, on a big eating disorder panel. So yeah, I do, Marie. I'm right there with you, girl. I'm good at that. That's the one thing I know how to do. Get confused. I never heard that, Cesar. No, I'm talking about hemlock. When you, the plant that grows up on top of the ground is the exact, or almost the exact, anyway, people get them confused. Socrates, okay, I was saying Shakespeare. But people don't realize that that stuff grows all around. I mean, it's just right there. One of the most dangerous poisons ever, and it's right there in front of us. And people think it's some big lost archaic formula, and it's not. It's a plant that's right there, you know, and that's scary because people, if you don't know what it is, that's harsh. I think there is some kind of a purple carrot, though, Cesar. I mean, it seems like I remember hearing something like that. But I might, honestly, I might be thinking of potatoes or something. I don't know. Yes, yes, Chloe. The wild carrots is actually whitish, right? I'm thinking that he's thinking of a different vegetable altogether, unless there is a purple carrot. I know parsnips are white though, but they're confused with it pretty regular. I don't like this. There is a purple carrot that okay, but it's not technically it's not wild carrot, or maybe they are calling it wild carrot, but it's not the one that I mean. I'm talking about the one that grows out in the fields and by the creek banks and everything. Tammy, I don't what? I'm so lost. You don't what, Marie? Domestic carrots used to go. Okay, okay, then there is a purple carrot, right? Tends to be sweeter and more tender. The cool thing about carrots is you plant them, and you're not ready to eat them, you leave them in the ground. You can go out there when it's snowing and get them, and they're just going to be better. And same thing with onions. The longer you let it stay down in the ground, people pick them too early, and they don't know what a real onion is supposed to taste like. Um, but yeah, I have a book, Four Season Gardening, and it talks about all the different times of year when, you know, the best time of year to grow the broccoli and all that, which is something that Cesar doesn't have to worry about because he lives in California over there where it's beautiful all the time. So he doesn't have to worry about growing broccoli in the winter. They have broccoli all the time. It was not a mistake. All things happen for a reason, Chloe. Yup. Yup. Wait till we get started on the juicing topic. You know, that's one that I'm really looking forward to. And hopefully I'll be able to get a couple of expert juicers on the panel to, you know, give us some recipes and everything. I mean, it's all a big journey, and we're all going on it together, you know, and I don't know anything. We're going to learn it all together. Okay, Marie, love you. I'll see you tomorrow, sweetie. Yeah, I need to get off here too. Get me something to eat. I'm kind of hungry. Crap, I've been on here 2.5 hours. I can't. This is the longest stream I've ever done. I usually do about an hour, sometimes an hour and a half. But
your spawn has arrived.
My spawn has arrived. She just told me. But I guess I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna jump off here. You guys, y'all don't forget about Diane's Diane P821 tomorrow evening. Very, you know, that's going to be very informative and a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to that. All right, Bob, sweetie. So I'm going to sign off here and get something to eat. And as always, you know, I love talking to you guys and everything. Bye, Brooklyn. And bye, Bob. Bye, Chloe. Bye, Marie. Bye, Rain. Let's see. I don't want to leave nobody out. Cesar.
Just say bye, everybody.
Yeah. Bye, everybody. Love you guys. I'll talk to y'all later.